He was a preacher and a damn good one. Framed for murder and condemned to death. A deal with the devil was made. With a snap of the neck, the preacher is reborn. Not through Christ, but as a hell spawn. Now he combs the Badlands, known only as the Gunslinger. Alright, we got that silly yet fun intro out of the way. And yes, it's time to talk about the new Gunslinger Spawn. This badassery of an action figure. Yeah, I said the word badassery because I actually really dig this figure. Obviously, I made that intro video and whatnot. But anyways, Todd McFarlane is back in full effect with more Spawn action figures. This was a Target exclusive. It came in the mail from Target a few days ago. I've been working on the review. I've had time to play around with it. So let's go ahead and dive in and examine the Gunslinger Spawn a bit more in depth and see what this new Spawn figure is all about. Now, starting with the articulation, let's go over the head. The head goes left and right. It turns like so, as you can see on the screen. It doesn't go up that far, but it definitely goes down quite a bit more for a more brooding attitude. In terms of the arms, they spin all the way around. They go up and down, in and out like so. Really no issues with that. And then we got the bicep cut, nicely hidden, I must say. And then we got those double bends at the elbow right there. And then we have a wrist peg that hinges and swivels like so. It's a little stiff, but it will work. Now, in terms of the body, this is where it gets kind of weird. I removed the jacket a little bit more so you can see it. It goes up and down, side to side. It will twist and whatnot. The lower waist area does the same thing, but it definitely functions a lot better in terms of bringing him back and forward. So just that way you're aware of what's going on with him. It does work. It's just, you know, standard McFarlane articulation. Legs kick out, they go forwards, they go back quite a bit. The jacket really doesn't get in the way. A tiny bit of thigh swivel. Double bend at the knee. That spur kicks its own behind like so. The cowboy boot has a peg at the foot that goes up and down. Ankle rocks like so. And then, of course, the toe hinge. Now, let's talk about the design here. Now, the hat is non-removable. It's got a cool deco to it. It's a nice, big, tall, gallon size type hat. I don't know the exact phrase for it. Probably should have looked that up for you guys, but I really don't care that much. Anyways, we go here. We got the skulls, you know, over the leather simulation that they're trying to convey. Looks pretty cool. You get to the body. He's a more slender Spawn. He's a Spawn that definitely is watching his calorie count. And taking off the jacket, you can see what the back looks like. And then, of course, you got that necklace on there. That looks pretty cool, too. So, all in all, not too bad. Now, the belt clip with all the bullets, the bandolier, I believe that's what it's called, with the holsters. This came out really nice. There's lots of paint on the bullets, which is cool. Really no issues with that. Even the holsters themselves look good with the silver straps and, you know, the leather color. I'm sure customizers will still give this over a wash or even dry brush sections to really make it stand out. But the sculpt is there, and I think the sculpt's cool. Plus, I did cowboy figures. And then we got cowboy boots with Spawn spikes and whatnot. Menacing, dangerous, and heaven forbid if you get kicked in the face with one of these. The spurs looks pretty cool. I would be careful so they don't break in the future, just so you know, but they're soft enough. And then we got pouches here. It wouldn't be Spawn without some pouches, right? Left over from the 90s that translated into the early 2000s. The pouches look good. Once again, a wash would have really brought these out a lot more, or even some dry brushing. But the sculpt's nice. They look cool. They don't take away from the figure. Even the pants have a nice texture to them, which I definitely dig. And of course, we got Spawn booty right there for those who are into that sort of thing. A little preacher booty action, if you will. And then just looking at the aesthetic going, you know, down to up with the cape slash duster, because that's what it's supposed to represent. It looks pretty good. The material is a very soft material. Of course, it's got that windswept look going for it. You can't do anything about that. Once again, I'm sure some customizer out there will really do some magic with it. But then if you look at the gauntlets on the arms here, those came out nice. The colors work very well. They blend in with each other Very nice between the browns and the reds, even the red from the duster to the sleeves. I mean, it's a little off, but not horribly. Everything matches up. I like it. I dig it. I dig the texture. I dig everything about it. And then, of course, we got the top of the coat there with these, spike things. They almost look like, like soldier insignias and whatnot. Once again, duster looks really cool. I dig it. It's got details on the back there. All in all, I definitely dig this. He looks really cool. He's fun to mess around with in your hands. Then real quick, we got some size roundups here. Everything from Super 7 to Creature Replica to Diamond Select, Mattel, McFarlane, NECA, Mezco, DC Collectibles, Storm, and Mayfix. Where you at? And then I just wanted to show some various Spawn figures here that are not just Spawn figures, if you will. Just so you can see how they all balance and play out with one another. Looking pretty cool. Pretty rad. Nice little universe building right there. Then, of course, we got these 4 guys. He is the tallest Spawn right now in my collection. And I often thought about why the Mandarin Spawn was a little tall, but them two are very close in size and fit very well with each other. Sadly, the Kickstarter is just a wee bit short, and then, of course, the Mortal Kombat one is too. And then, of course, we got accessories here. We got a lot of stuff going on with this guy, so I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's break it down. Starting off with the base, we got a cool space. We've seen these before. It's got the Spawn print on them. Enough said. Then moving on from there, we have the rifle, and that looks pretty cool. It's got a little bit of paint, maybe, or maybe it's just all mold. No, it's paint. Looking very nice. And then we got the holster for the rifle. It's just a molded piece. It would have benefited from paint and a wash and whatnot, but it still works. It's very pliable. Of course, still be careful. It houses the rifle very nicely, and it's a little tricky to get it on, so what I do is I just pop off the arm, kind of like a Build-A-Spawn. Anyways, I just slide it over like so, and then I just pop that arm back in. Whammo! Good to go. And it's there. It fits. Really no issues going on with it. I definitely dig it. And then, of course, we have the 2 6-shooters. Very nice design, very nice sculpt. Once again, paint. I understand. This guy was $20, so I can't complain too much. But it does have some nice details on it. It came out pretty good. Overall, this guy is really fun. I missed out on Spawn a lot as a kid. I grew up in a strong Catholic home, and I wasn't allowed to have, like, demonic toys growing up, so quote-unquote, finger quotes. So having this guy is like, it's a brand new journey for me. I remember seeing him in the comic shops as a kid. Not him, obviously, but like others. And I'm just happy to ride this McFarlane Toys Spawn train. If you can find it at Target, pick it up. I know the pre-order sold out, but guys, let me know what you think of the review. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff that everybody says at the end of the video like you're supposed to. And until we meet again, great googly moogly.